flawed in.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure.
Incidentally, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rates as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call a police station, before they even leave, they'll take permission from.
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
We struggled as to strike.
The Minister of Education volunteered and said, give me 2 weeks.
It was a lie. The president never gave me any deadline.
As is always the case, we're super delighted to welcome you to Global Morning. Today, it's again the 6th day, time flies really, of August. It's a Tuesday, and it's a delight as always. I'm Uyag Mofwebe. This is Global Television. We are in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. Jomai Manson, my colleague, is on the program as well, so I have a constant pair.
You have a constant pair now.
Yeah.
We're now like a duo.
I'm telling you.
We're a duo. But fortunately, you know, I have to be paired with not just you, of course, Anthony Momodu.
Exactly.
We're going to be here holding it down. So, but just don't worry, you can have the award of being a duo Monday to Tuesday and Fridays to Saturdays. It's okay. How you doing?
I've been fine. I've been staying grateful. Circumstances in our country have not been in their very best.
Yeah.
But then what can we do? We can't complain. We have to keep hoping for the best, and we just keep our fingers crossed and look forward to a Nigeria that does work for everybody. Just to mention quickly, Joma, so I came to work this morning, rode with a neighbor who works for government, and we're talking about the issues around the country and things like that, and I saw the disappointments they expressed. I mean, this is somebody who is fairly comfortable. But what I've come to find is, you know, my people say, if one person is wealthy in the society, in the community, that community is still poor because his wealth won't be evenly distributed enough, all right, to provide relative comfort for others. So we've come to a point where it's not just about what you can afford for yourself and your small corner, maybe your family. It's also about the society where you live in. If you have a 400 million naira house on a road that is not tarred, that's not motorable, it will impact you. So you realize that people are beginning to see the country from a place where they are asking themselves, is this ever going to change, or is our fate sealed as a nation? And you see, again, that makes the president's speech from Sunday very crucial.
Exactly. Like, you know, everyone was in anticipation when you hear that the president is going to give a live broadcast concerning the protest. Everyone knew that it would either make or mar what was happening in the present situation in our country, Nigeria. I was waiting. I was practically glued to the TV. Everyone, for individuals that called it, oh my goodness, there's no light, there's no power, but they got their phones, everyone. And well, let's really, we sit back and we wonder and we say to ourselves, where are we going? Is it like, are we on a standstill, or if things are going to be better? Are we going to move forward from all of these things, or is there going to be impact? All the promises, are they going to be fulfilled? We stand to ask ourselves as individuals, and we owe it to ourselves as Nigerians to know which way forward. So let's just see how well it goes. There's so much effort that this present administration is making in order to strike a balance. You know, it's not easy. 1 year plus into this particular regime, and of course, you know, there are backlogs of so many things that have occurred and happened. So I feel let's keep hope alive. It's very important.
I think hope is what we need, because Nigeria has been in a dark place on several occasions. This is not the first. I mean, for our parents, they will tell you some things, about some things that happened in the 60s, even prior to the Civil War that started in 1966. They'll tell you about some issues Nigeria had in the 70s up to the 80s, military regimes, I mean, the junta, they used to call it, and things like that. You know, up till 1999, when the country returned to democracy. You know, and even the challenges, teething problems the country has had to grapple with right from that time. It's been 25 years and counting. So Nigeria, yes, is not out of the woods, but we must continue to believe that. There was something my neighbor said this morning that really popped hope in my head. he said people are calling for military rule, they are calling for this and that. He said, yes, Nigeria may not be at its best at this point, economically and otherwise. He said, but the country has gone past that point. You know, he said, so people should just understand that time can fix some of these things, but it's just that he also feels depressed when he has to go back home after work and he gets to run his mind through some of the issues we have had very recently, the protest. And
Very true. Yes. So I can understand where, I think I understand from a place where some individuals are saying military rule, military. You know how it is. The military, they get things done. Like if they're going to pass an order, it's immediately.
With pragmatism.
Exactly. So we won't linger. We won't, the military won't give
Suspend
you
constitution, use decree and
kidding
fiat
me? Like,
and all of that.
are you kidding me? They won't wait for you to, let's think about it.
No
Let's follow
bureaucracy,
you.
no protocol.
No, it's just, everything just goes in there.
But Nigeria has also had to pay the price for that over time.
Yes.
That's why you see
Yes.
procedure and standards and, of course, getting things done through processes.
Exactly,
You know, also
processes
very
and
crucial.
procedures, yes. And your neighbor is absolutely right. I think we've gone way past that now.
Right.
People say democracy is like civilization. You have a chance to air your voice. I have a chance to say, hey, no, I am against what you... I have a fair hearing. I can actually come out and say, I do not like this. Or, military regime, where are you going? Protest, are you kidding me right now? How?
You can't even think of it.
No, you don't. You won't even dream it.
Right.
So, and that's the truth. But he's right. We have gone way past that. And then if we go back, let's rewind to what Abayomi said. Although we tried, I tried to challenge him and to know as in. But
he stuck to his guns.
he stuck to his guns, and I told him, you're not as quiet as you seem. But at the same time, he made some sense in all what he said. I think our population, we need to work on that, really, as in his words and all of that. As in, we feel it's self-entitlement. And really, it's not the president that should answer all of these questions. What are the governors doing?
Right.
The autonomy that was given to the local government chairmen, and they have questions they need to ask, because definitely they have
Even though
resources.
from the records we have, they've not started receiving the allocations directly into their
But
account.
they should have it in their genre that they will be answerable to individuals.
Naturally.
It is a process. It's protocol. It's only realistic and it's only real the way it is. So let's just see how well it goes. Let's be hopeful. Let's keep hope alive. Nigeria will be great. And
So should I keep my hope alive about food this morning?
Yeah, keep your hope alive about food. Of course you do. And look at the smile on my face when you hear food. And up next, the segment is taste and texture. And no, do not even bother. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. You have to just sit back, relax, get your pen and paper, and hear what this segment entails. Up next is Taste and Texture with Anaman Chong. Joseph, stay tuned.
Good morning and welcome to Taste and Texture. Today, we're going to be making stir-fried couscous. Couscous is a Northern African dish made from tiny steamed balls of semolina flour. Though we think of it and cook it as a grain, it's actually a type of pasta. And the beauty of these tiny sized balls is that they are so small, they don't need to be cooked. You literally just pour over hot liquid, leave it covered for 10 minutes, then voila, cooked and ready to serve. To make your couscous, you need your couscous, your vegetable oil, your pound beef fillets, garlic, ginger, ground black pepper, salt, sliced carrot, sliced onions, dried oregano, red bell peppers, green bell peppers. The direction in making your stir-fried couscous: first of all, you need to pour 250 milliliter water into a saucepan over medium heat, then add 1/4 teaspoon salt and bring to a boil. Add the couscous, stir and let it absorb the water on low heat for 5 minutes, then take off the heat and set aside. Heat vegetable oil in a wok over medium heat, then add the shredded beef, garlic, ginger, oregano, and salt. Stir and let cook about 5 minutes. Add the carrot, saute for a minute, then add the sliced onions and saute for another minute. Add the cooked couscous, toast to mix, and add the diced red and green bell peppers, toast to mix well. And now, your delicious beef couscous stir-fried is ready to serve. Enjoy! Bye!
You're welcome back. And yes, for this big smile on my face, Uyagbamofwegbe has been cracking me up when it comes to food issues, but it's all good. That was delicious couscous. And of course, you see all the yumminess that has to do with the green pepper, the onions, the beef, the chicken. Delicious. Have you had couscous before?
I haven't, and the name sounds a bit humorous.
Be careful. That is a delicious delicacy there. It's called couscous.
So you're saying I should try it?
You should try it. You should try it. It's delicious. You will thank me.
Okay.
You should.
You know, they say the taste of the pardon is in the eating.
Yes,
so
it is.
I think I'll come back with a load of gratitude.
Aha, that's good. That's very encouraging. All right. Well, it has high carbohydrates and, of course, protein. So there's a balance there with
Between
all the vegetables, between both the vegetables and all of that. All right, enough about food now. I think we should go into entertainment and see what's happening in the entertainment world. Don't you think so?
I think so. Let's lighten up the mood a little.
Up next is entertainment.